welcome back to my channel. And yes, it's that time of the month or the year, basically, again, where I'm wrapping up books that I read in August. And basically, this is just going to be a super chill video. Generally, I stand up and film, but today I'm not doing that. And it's going to be very chatty, okay? It's going to be like a mini review video as well, where I'm kind of summarizing most of the books in like small chunks. So let's talk about my month. My month has been very, very busy. I had a lot of work, and if you don't know, recently I have moved to a new job. So that's something that's taking up a lot of time. And I think August is the only month where I've read the least number of books, and I've read 4 books generally. So my aim in life is to read, 4 books a month. But yeah, this time around, I actually ended up reading 4 books a month. Generally, I read 5, 6, or like if it's a good month, then 8 books as well. But whatever I read, all of them were nice. Okay, all of them were nice. And so I have like listed down all the books I read, and let me give you like a mini review of all of them as I start speaking. For a change, let's go in order this time. Like, I'll be talking about the books in the order that I finished them. So that's like much more easier, and it makes this conversation much chattier, if I may. So the first book that I finished in the month of August is Say Nothing by Patrick Radden Keefe. And I have spoken about this book before, of course, on my weekly reads. Yes, cue to my weekly reads playlist. But this book is a non-fiction book which talks about the Irish Troubles. Turns out, the English have a bad habit of interfering in other countries' politics, or had a habit like that. And this one has to do with Ireland, where we see the rise of the Irish Republican Army, and that form of unrest between the Catholics and the Protestants in Northern Ireland, specifically in Belfast. And it talks about a lot of political figures, from Sinn Féin. It's a Gaelic name. It's a political party based in Ireland, and it's basically this whole politico terrorism type scenario that's going on. And it's very interesting to read about it because we focus a lot on a lot of atrocities that are happening in the world today, and to get a focus on the IRA and its workings and the Irish Troubles, and why the Irish Troubles actually like took place in the first uh, sense. I mean, it's interesting, and if you are a fan of political nonfiction, then you will absolutely love this. I rated it as 4 stars, by the way, so it was a pretty good read for me. It was very informative, although I did take a lot of time to finish it because I started it in July on audio. So, that being said, my next book that I finished was 1857 by Vishnu Bhatt Godse. And this particular book is a first person account of the 1857 mutiny or rebellion. And if you are planning to read something on the 1857 context, then this is a nice memoir to read. It was originally published in Marathi as Madhya Pravas, and later translated to Hindi, and after that translated from Hindi to English by Mrinal Pandey. So I read the English version of the book, which was like retranslated, but you will get the original Marathi text as well, because I was checking it out online and it is available. The thing is that with Madhya Pravas, it's more of a memoir than a historical context, which talks about the author's experiences during the mutiny, and why the mutiny took place in the first, why it took place in the first place. And mainly it is like one man's coming of age story. Now, I read it from a very historical perspective, but what I took from it was not something very historical, but more of like a memoir type of situation. So if you're someone who likes memoirs and want to explore more of the memoirs in Indian history, or if you want to actually know a bit more about the 1857 rebellion, then this is a good book to read, and I do recommend it. I talk more about this in my Independence Day special video. So if you've like missed it, linking it up about down below. So that's that. And the next book is wait, I have the book. It's actually Chup by Deepa Narayan. This is the book. And yeah, this is like the third nonfiction of the month. I realized that I've read a lot of nonfiction this month. So this is basically, one sec, I'm just trying to adjust it with respect to the glare. Okay, so basically this book is about women and how women are conditioned in Indian patriarchal families. It talks about various aspects about how a woman is silenced through the body, how her voice is silenced, and how her opinions are not allowed to be shared. And ultimately, like, as and when this thing happens, we get silent women. Okay, and that's not good, because then silent women don't resist, don't say no, and then the whole cycle continues again to the next generation. Women are adjusting creatures, and the book kind of is an observation of the same. Now, if you're looking, so first of all, if you do not read nonfiction and want to read something that's triggering and about women, then this is a good book, I would say, because first of all, the language is very approachable. It's very simple. Like, I have never finished a nonfiction book in 1 week, and yeah, so it's that simple to read. The next thing being that the book claims itself to be academic. So if you are a frequent nonfiction reader, maybe the pattern of the book may not be very comfortable for you, because although it's academic and research based, it kind of does not have many data points, but it does have like a lot of situations that are relevant to our society today. So I hope this kind of convinces you to read the book. I'm not saying that this is the best book out there on women or Indian women or feminism, but this is one of those books that you start with in order to understand how a patriarchal society works. And that being said, this gets me to my last book that I finished this month, and this is the only fiction that I read this month, and that is Klara and the Sun by Kazuo Ishiguro. And Kazuo Ishiguro's writing is just chef's kiss. Like, I absolutely love his writing. The way he writes is very simple, but then what you get out from the writing is something very much, I would say, it's just, you just get it out. Okay, like he just gets out all the feelings out of him when he writes, and it's very unique, because you don't need any over explanations to understand how a protagonist is feeling or how the characters are feeling. The writing itself is very simple and self-explanatory, and that's a very commendable job. Like, instead of saying that the apple is red in color, you kind of just show that the apple is red in color. Okay, so it's like reading through pictures. That's the best way I can explain his writing. So I highly recommend Kazuo Ishiguro as an author. Now, I've heard that Klara and the Sun is not like one of his best works. I think it should be The Remains of the Day. So this book has like totally like projected me like into or propelled me into reading more of Ishiguro's work. So I absolutely am looking forward to that one. So yes, we are, I think, a good 10 minutes done with this video. Yes, those are the 4 books that I read this month, and let me know, what do you like? Like, do you like this particular pattern where it's just like very chatty and stuff like that, or do you like the ones that I've done before where I'm just wrapping up things quickly? Yeah, looking forward to know your thoughts, and I hope you have a nice reading September. Thank you so much. Bye.